All right, we are ready to begin.
Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Stay Lit, which is Living in Truth, where our mission is to foster community relations throughout the Auburn, Gresham, and Inglewood communities, and our focus is on delinquency and violence prevention. We strive each and every day to collaborate with our community partners to offer supportive services for youth and emerging leaders, empowering young men and women to lead healthy, productive lives. So we invite you to join the Stay Lit movement. You can do that by contacting us at 773-966-5651 or shooting us an email at staylitcys@gmail.com, or you can find us located right on the corner of 79th and Ashland, 79th and Normal, 459 West 79th Street in Chicago, Illinois, where the zip code is 60620. I'd like to welcome you again. My name is Bill, and I'm here with Kay.
Hey.
As well as Dr. Carol. So we want to dive right into our program today. As we have classified this as our orientation for our upcoming 6-week virtual leadership program that's going to run for young men and young ladies. It is beginning tomorrow, September 15th, and it ends on October 23rd, where we'll have programming both Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 6 p.m. Now, the format of this program is totally virtual, as we are still in a worldwide pandemic, and we are taking the necessary precautions right now, so we thought it best to just keep it totally virtually. And we will be doing that through the Zoom. So right here, this very same link, you can find us. So why don't we get started? Kate, are we excited that we're finally at the moment for this?
I am excited, and I think it looks like Destiny is connecting. So I'll give her a chance to get on in here. But hey, Destiny.
Hi.
Hi. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for the program. So kind of like Bill said, the program is going to be 6 weeks, starting this week, September 15th through October 23rd, from 4 to 6 o'clock. So, yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to it as much as we are. We're basically, the program is going to be focused on leadership. And so we're going to be learning about different aspects of leadership, from like talking about character development to commitment, coaching, financial literacy, and things of that nature. And I know Bill can maybe jump into it with a little more details. But yeah.
Why don't we do that? Dr. Carol, if you can share the PowerPoint, you run through that really quick? Okay. All right. Yeah, so if you can focus your attention on the after school leadership program, Kay and myself will run right through these for you. So again, once again, this is a 6-week leadership program, and it's for young men and young women. It starts tomorrow, September 15th, and ends on October 23rd, and it runs on both Tuesday and Thursdays with different programming geared to different age groups. We'll only hold you from 4 to 6 p.m. So let's start with week 1. Week 1 will cover the 7 C's of leadership.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Seems like somebody has a question.
Will I be able to get service hours from this?
I didn't hear the question. What was it?
Will I be able to get service hours from this program?
Absolutely. Community service hours is one of our primary ways that we support young people in participating in our events and activities. So yes, what school are you at?
Morgan Park.
Morgan Park. Now, do they give you a log sheet or are you responsible for keeping track of your own hours?
We have a log sheet.
Awesome. So although this is virtual, we can email your log sheet back and forth for us to initial to confirm that you participated in the sessions.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, perfect. Thank you for that question.
Great, excellent question. So we're running through the 6 weeks course topics really quick. We're going to start with the 7 C's of leadership. This is week 2, where we will be dealing with your walk, your worth. Week 3, doing my part. Week 4, taking care of me. Week 5, stacking my dollars. And week 6, career readiness. Let's move to the next slide. So again, as I was saying, week 1, the 7 C's of leadership. And as it relates to leadership, there are qualities that goes into making a good leader. Good leaders are guided by their values that shape and form their principles. And it's really important that good leaders understand the importance of operating with integrity and decency and character. Is about what goes into the person, what goes into making you who you really are. And so that's the first C, who you are, not who somebody thinks you are, not what social media portrays you as, but really at your core, who are you? What makes you who you are? We think it's important for us to unravel that for you. And then commitment, what you stand for. You know, what are you committed to? What are you consistent with? What do you believe in so much that you're willing to stick to it, even when, you know, it seems like some very hard and difficult times? The third C of leadership would be connection, bonds and relationships. See, we are connected to each other through our humanity, through our vulnerability, through our frailties, through our challenges. Okay, this is how we form relationships, and that's the third C of leadership that we'll be dealing with. Good leaders have compassion, and that compassion deals with what you love, why you love it. Good leaders are able to communicate, and, you know, letting yourself be heard, making sure you have something to say, making sure you're saying something that would make people want to listen. Then another, the sixth C of leadership would be coaching. You know, being able to be led, being able to not only be led, but being able to lead and teach the way as well. And I'm getting some feedback here, but being able to lead and teach the way. So these are all important. Then consistency, continuing to be great. A lot of times we start things, but we start and we don't finish it. So we want to show you how to make sure you maximize and take full advantage of everything that you're getting yourself into. Can we go to the next slide? Something happened to me. So week 2 is your walk, your worth, which we'll be dealing with we'll be dealing with the Queens of Egypt, as well as a textbook by Bishop Tudor Bismarck titled Fathers in the House. And the seventh, the Queens, did it knock me off? Here. Oh, because it popped up saying you're signed out. I'm sorry. Your walk, your worth, which is dealing with fatherhood and is dealing with the Black Queens of Egypt. We thought it was important to go back and look at the Queens of Egypt for legacy's sake, and putting that in harmony with the Black girl magic kind of thing, showing that we come from greatness. We stand on the shoulders of greatness. We have greatness in our DNA, and exploring those Queens of Egypt, that would be a very fruitful topic of discovery and discussion. Actually, I'm very excited to introduce that to both the young men and the young ladies regarding the Queens of Egypt. And then it's very important that the community has fathers and understands the role of fathers in the neighborhood and in the surrounding area. So we thought it would be good to bring these two topics together in week 2 so that we can explore and unravel just what they really mean. Week 3. This week is titled Doing My Part. And this explains the involvement of people taking care of their neighborhoods and communities with a special guest speaker. We are really excited about our guest speaker, Mr. Joseph Williams. Social justice deals with how we are going to respond to the issues in society, how we're going to give justice to the people who are oppressed and who are underachieving, what kind of safety nets we'll put in place to make sure that everyone has a fair chance and has access. And then also we want to deal with this week as well, we'll be dealing with restorative justice, how to restore those community people who may have found themselves having a difficult time living in harmony in the community. But we don't want to kick anybody. We don't want to lose anybody. We don't want to leave anybody behind. So we got to figure out a way to restore, and that's what restorative justice is all about. And Mr. Joseph Williams is the most appropriate person to help us to lead that discussion. So we are extremely excited about all that Mr. Williams is going to bring to us. Week 4, and I want to get Jawad in here. Week 4 is going to be dealing with taking care of me. We will be uncovering, mental, emotional, and behavioral health. And this is the week we actually want to try to get physical. We're going to be encouraging people to come with their sweatpants and their gym shoes, and whatever you need to do to get comfortable so that you can be flexible and you can be ready to work so that we can burn some energy off, because a good workout, I was reading an article, Jawad, about how most millionaires wake up every morning, most top level executives, they wake up every morning and they start their day off with a 6 a.m. exercise workout or a good job, because there's something about a good workout that really impacts you neurologically. Right. And so, that a good workout tends to flush your mind, it tends to open your muscles, and really get some adrenaline flowing so that you can have great command of your day. Right. And a lot of us are suffering from mental illness. Yeah. So 2020 has it been traumatic? Yeah. I mean, I'm serious. But see, we spoke earlier about a good leader needing to have vulnerability, needing to be able to share their vulnerabilities with each other. Right. And if I can be very human right now, I can tell you 2020 has been stressful. It has been crazy. Yeah. I mean, we had to deal with the pandemic of the coronavirus, and then we dealt with the pandemic of racism and social unrest. Right. I mean, the world was literally on fire. We were shut down, but we were still on fire. Right. so we've all been impacted this year. It has impacted our mental. It has impacted our emotions, and some of it has caused some of us to act out and behave in a way that was just not good. Right. And so that's why we want to take care of ourselves. Right? Yep. We just want to take care of ourselves, right? Yeah. So that's week 4, and so we'll be getting a little physical on that day. Right. Week 5. Now this is the one that I think we all like. This is the one I think we all. Everybody wants some money. Yeah. I want to say it again. Everybody wants some money, honey. Everybody is looking for a way to get some money, and so. We need to know how to handle our money, though, right? Right. Because I can give you some money and you not know what to do with it. Right. And it's better when you work for it, so that way you become a little more disciplined. Right. And so everybody wants some money, and so we're going to talk about stacking our dollars, and this is explaining the importance of financial literacy. And our guest speaker is our very own Jade Cross French, and Jade is just a coffer full of wisdom and insight. Right. Because you were here, they led the Teen Mom Summer Camp.
Yes, I witnessed it. It was very amazing.
Yeah, incredible, right? I mean, when you think about somebody like Jade, why don't you take a minute and just tell, what are you looking for forward to getting out of this, stacking my dollar, especially with somebody who is as well versed as Jay.
Right. I'm looking forward to getting lots of information about financial literacy, and because that is very important, and I feel like Jay is the perfect person to talk to, you know, about that,
right,
and to teach the children about.
Right, because I mean, Jade is, like I said, she's just a repository of information. And so she's going to really be able to help us. And she's also going to give us an emphasis on being prepared for college too, right?
Right, yeah.
So you're going into you just started your senior year, right?
Yeah.
And you have college plans.
Yes.
So you're going to personally benefit. Personally benefit. What are some areas that you as a young high school student, maybe some great areas or some areas that you feel like you can grow in as you prepare for your college entry?
Right. You just need to know the system of college, how you're going to need to pay for college, what things you're going to need to pay with, what you need to focus on. You know, you just need to be prepared, because I feel like when you go to college, reality hits, you know, and having that knowledge early is just a great thing to have, a great thing. So I'm excited for week 5 because I can learn for myself.
Mm-hmm. Week 5, yeah. So, and I think the most appropriate person again is going to be Jade,
yes.
Because we are really looking forward to this. This is going to be sizable, a sizable topic of discussion that we're going to have. Let's talk about week 6, because not only are we excited about college readiness, but we're really excited about career readiness as well, right?
Right.
Because college can teach you theory,
mm-hmm.
but what I know is employers are happy that you have theory, but employers are looking for application of that theory.
Right.
And so it's good to get prepared, and that's what we're going to deal with in week 6, where we will be covering career readiness, which we have another tremendous speaker, Miss Kiara Caldwell, and she's coming from the Keys to Careers organization, and I'm sorry, that's Kiara Caldwell. And she's coming with Keys to Career. Well, her organization is Keys to Career.
Right.
And she also had a segment in the Teen Mom Summer Camp where she's another, I mean, just like I said about Jay, she's another repository of information.
Right.
I mean, a tremendous gift who can really teach us about career readiness.
Right.
And how to be prepared for the workforce. Right. Now, as a young man also, you are trying to go to college.
Yes.
But you're going to do 4 years of college. And then after college, then what?
Right.
You might have a master's program in mind. You might have another postgraduate level in mind. But right. You still need to be prepared for the real world. Because you said something about how reality hits when college. I mean, when you right. get to college, yeah, you in the dorms. You know, if you stand at the dorms, you're in the dorms. Mama's not cooking for you no more.
Right.
You know, nobody's doing your laundry.
Right.
Nobody's standing over your shoulder. Do your homework.
Right.
When you get to college, it's all up to you.
Right.
You know, you get, and the problem is you got to pay for college.
Right.
So if you get to college and goof up, you know, bad reflection, right?
Yep.
So that's why we need to know about college readiness, and then we also need to know that college is a good preparation for the average college student, especially college freshmen. It is their first taste of independence, so to speak.
Right.
Even though you're still kind of under parents' watch, because most parents are paying for your schooling, but still, you out there. You know, mama can't be with you everywhere, right?
Right.
So it's the first taste of the real world. And so, you know, it's good to go into college already having some context for career right. readiness, right? So you're looking forward to career readiness, right?
Yes.
Well, now what kind of career you see yourself engaging?
In the future, I would like to base myself in like the career of law enforcement, and I'm also very excited for week 6 because I've listened to her also, and I have engaged in it sometimes. You know, just listening sometimes, and I feel like she's the perfect speaker for this week. And she will break it down for you so where you will understand and what you need to know. She will give you the information that you need to know.
Yeah. So, career law enforcement. So, Kate, why don't you jump in here with us here? Talk to us about registration and the links and orientation document, all that administrative stuff that you're just excellent at.
Thank you, Vio. So we have a Google form that you can fill out for registration. I'm going to put the registration link here in the chat box so you can see it. If you've already completed this registration, then you can disregard that. But if you haven't, this is your chance to complete it now. It's really simple. Takes about a minute or two to complete. And then once we have your submitted registration link or registration form, then I'll be submitting some orientation documents to you via email. So please make sure that when you fill out the registration form, that you complete like your email address accurately and make sure all of your information is correct so that we can contact you properly. But there are 3 orientation documents. There's like a general registration form, making sure that you have like parental consent to be a part of the program. Then there's a permission slip just to make sure that we have all of our T's crossed and I's dotted. So just make sure we have everything we need from you. And then lastly, there's a photo waiver form, because sometimes we love our photo ops and we might use some of the content in the media. And we will definitely notify you if that ever happens, but we just need your consent to make sure that we have permission to use your photo if need be. So I need those forms completed and returned by the end of today. So the cutoff date is today, September 14th, by midnight. If you could please complete your orientation documents and return them. And let us know if you're having any issues completing the form. I know there might be some issues navigating Google Docs. It can be tricky, but if you're having some issues with technology, just please reach out to us, let us know, and we can maybe assist you with that. There are different ways that you can submit the documents. You can fill it out electronically and just save the document and return it back to us, attach it in an email. Or if you want to print it out and complete it with pencil or pen, well, not pencil, with pen, and then maybe take a photo of it and then return it. That's another way to make sure that everything is completed. But yeah, if you have any issues, let us know. But everything is pretty straightforward. Like I said, we need those documents by the end of the day tonight. And then we'll look forward to starting the program this week. Yeah. Are there any questions?
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you to take questions.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns?
No. I just one question. So wait, I just said no, but okay. Anyway, so I sent pictures into a number that I have in my phone, and I was wondering, did y'all get those?
Yes, I did receive those. And then, by the way, I know it can seem like kind of anonymous, but that's my number. We've been texting. Like, I know you even had texted me today about logging into Zoom. So yeah,
yes, because my friend was having trouble.
Okay.
Logging in with. She said she needed a meeting passcode, and I told her to keep clicking on the link, and she didn't.
Okay.
She still have problems.
And I understand, like, and you know, these are. Hey, this is a new world we're in. Basically, you know, having to have our program over Zoom and all the, you know, trying to navigate things virtually. I understand there are going to be some hiccups. So if you don't mind letting me know your friend's information, I can try to reach out to her personally, and then we can maybe kind of summarize the orientation with her offline. But I am prepared. Like, I expect that there may be some technical difficulties. So we want to make sure that we're giving everybody a chance to learn how to navigate it together. So there's no judgment or anything like that. If you're having issues logging into Zoom or connecting or being admitted into the link and everything like that, it comes with the territory. So we're prepared for that. Just don't let it discourage you from participating. Just know that, you know, there will be hiccups, but eventually we'll kind of get the hang of it.
Thank you.
Hey, Destiny, you talking about Kennedy, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So did you text her the link? I actually would love for her to chime in now.
Yeah, I texted her the link and she said it kept asking her for the passcode. And then I told her to go on her laptop and click the link from the email. And she said she's not home to do that. So she said she might be in here tomorrow. Tomorrow. Try to make it tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Typically, usually when we just use the link, it should let you in, but for whatever reason, it's still requesting or asking for the passcode too. So I'll try and do something on the admin part of that. Also, I wanted to have it so that you guys could just come in and you wouldn't need to be admitted. So those are some things that we want to work on our end so that it'll just be a smooth entrance into the Zoom session and you don't have to wait for someone to admit you and you don't have to type in a passcode.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're certainly glad you guys are interested in the program. And again, if nothing else, you're learning about being leaders, not only in your schools, not only in your homes, not only in your communities, but as individuals as well. And then, you're able to track these service learning hours. It's going to be tricky to get them this academic school year because we're on a quarantine, well, for the most part, we have to do everything remotely. So we have to, really think outside the box in terms of giving ourselves the opportunity to have service learning hours. So this is something that we're proud to offer in addition to it shaping you guys as emerging leaders. So we're looking forward to spending this time together.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be great. And I really stress the importance of getting the documents in and enrolling and registration forms and everything. But I really feel confident that the content that we have and the voices we have working, Jawad and Kate, who Jawad was here at the very beginning when I was, scratching my head trying to figure out just what to do. He was here very pivotal in the beginning. Then Kate came along and really helped with the administrative stuff, the area that that we needed help supporting. And so we've been able to put together a nice group. And now we're ready to move forward over the next 6 weeks. And I think that this is going to go over well. Now, listen, we also want you to be connected with us here at Stay Lit. We are doing some absolutely wonderful things here. This little, my grandmother would say it like this little ship of Zion right on the corner of 79th is doing some great, great things. And we want you to get connected to us. Just call the office. Any questions, comments, concerns, or anything, call the office at 773-966-5651. Again, our email is staylitcys@gmail.com. And our address is 459 West 79th Street, right here in Chicago. As we're preparing to come to a close today, Jawad.
Yes, sir.
You were involved in the actual development of the program. Like as I said a minute ago, you were here at the very beginning.
Right.
I think you got here before I even had anything down on paper, when I was just beginning to write things on paper.
Right.
What has been the evolution for you? How has this thing become more real? Or I guess I'm trying to say, what are your thoughts on the putting together of this thing?
It was a struggle at first, but me as being a youth, I have to get in the mind of my own people and my own kind, and I have to reflect.
Wait, what do you mean your own people? They're not my people too?
They are your people, but I'm saying like my era, my age range. And I just had to get in the minds of them and have to really dig deep and find out what would attract them, what would make them want to join our program, And it's been fun creating it, but it's a lot of thought that's been put into it.
So when you talk about what is it, what conclusions, like what answer did you come to? As we are orienting people into the program. Just give us a synopsis of what you think young people are searching for that this program might be able to provide.
I think they're searching for life lessons, things that they don't teach in school, things that they won't learn on the streets, important things about life, things that I feel like I'm gonna need to hear, and I feel like everyone else needs to hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gaining some things about life, knowledge, information, wisdom.
Right.
One of the areas that I think that the young groups need now more than anything is wisdom. Knowledge is good, but we also need to. I read one philosopher said it like this. Knowledge is knowing tomato is a fruit, but wisdom is knowing not to put it in the fruit salad.
Right.
So you have knowledge but you also need to know how to apply that knowledge.
Right.
Kay, why don't you try to take the same thing? Now you came pretty much after content had been drafted, and then you were given leeway to kind of, move some things around for the young ladies, and you did a tremendous job with that. Just how has this process been for you as we are looking to orient the young people? What are some things that you think young people will be able to benefit from taking a 6-week course like this?
Yeah, well, I think some of the things we'll definitely be learning about are like the fundamentals of leadership, and also not so much the idea of a leader, but what it means to be a leader personally. So I think that there's a lot of opportunity for introspection and to think about how you can be a leader within your community, within your household, within your everyday life. And so I think that what's really powerful about this program is that it challenges us to think about ourselves, what it is that like we envision for our future and how we can obtain those goals, and then how to apply that within our everyday lives, and then like within our community. So when you think about leaders within your community, be it your alderman or like dealing with like social justice. I know there's a lot of issues that have been going on racially, like as we talk about like the Black Lives Matter movement, like how do you get involved, right, in your community, and how do we stop the violence, or how can we progress ourselves? I think there's a lot of opportunity within this program to have conversations around those topics, and then to like just challenge us to reflect that in our everyday lives. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to being able to talk about within the 6-week program.
Great, awesome. Well, there you have it. We are really excited about this, and we were just trying to push to you all what it was we were hoping that you all would get out of this. Now, there'll be weekly assessments and evaluations and things that you'll be able to give us your feedback with, and we look forward to that. Otherwise, we just want to thank you all for joining us again. This is Stay Lit Youth Services, Living in Truth, and we are signing off of this orientation. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Okay, you too.
Mm.